Good Thursday morning. Welcome to a Veterans Day. Ocala Talks. Galen Unall not in studio today. He is on vacation, so not on the phone with us today. He's on vacation, but Galen Unall is usually here for Life South, brought to you by the good folks at Palm Garden Health Rehabilitation Center, Penn Flooring, and Just Shipped. So thanks to all those for their sponsorship of the Galen Unall Life South moment here every weekday, except today and tomorrow. He's not here. But today's Veterans Day. Thank a veteran today. If you see a veteran, say thank you. You have the freedom to drive around in your cars or sit at your computer terminals or watch YouTube, take in this show because of a veteran. So say thank you. We're going to take your calls all day. If you would like to say thank you to veterans, 352-622-9622 is the number to call if you want to say your thank yous and your regards to a veteran. Now is the time to do it. I want to give a special thank you to my father. A special thank you to Ray, Susan's father. I'd like to thank my buddy Daniel, my buddy Dave, I went to college with, my fraternity brother Michael Duck, my good friends Jeff, Steve, and Raymond, who were all served in the military. Thank Joe Martone. He is a proud veteran. Galen Unall, proud veteran. Hank Whittier and Gary, both from Vets Helping Vets, proud veterans. Thank them. And thank all veterans who have given of themselves, men and women both, who have given of themselves to make sure we have the ability to thank them, that we have the freedom to thank our military, that we have the freedom to choose, that we have freedom, period. It's all thanks to veterans of the U.S. Armed Services. So thank you to everyone. If I missed somebody, I did not mean to, but thank you to all of you. 622-9622 is the number to call if you want to be part of it. There's lots of stuff going on all day out at the Veterans Park, Veterans Memorial Park. I believe the festivities start around 9:30 with the actual main program starting at 11 at Veterans Memorial Park, just right there next to the main branch of the public library, the Marion County Public Library. So, go take in Veterans Day. It was Armistice Day originally, as it signified the ceasefire, the 11th hour, the 11th day of the 11th month, to end the war that was going to end all wars, World War I. It has morphed into Veterans Day. It's evolved into Veterans Day. It originally was Armistice Day. It was originally because of a ceasefire that ended World War I. It is a very, very important day in our history to come together and thank our veterans. Later in the show, I'll give you a lot of there's numerous places that are offering discounts and freebies for veterans all day. I went through that list yesterday. Some more have been added to it, but I will go over that list with you later in the show today. But I just thought it was very important to open the show with the Star Spangled Banner and then thank you. We have the ability to tune into this radio show and listen to the people that contribute to this show. You have the ability to agree with this show or disagree with this show. You have the freedom to turn the channel if you would like, or to keep it on this channel if you would like. You have the freedom to agree with me and call in and say so. You have the freedom to disagree with me and call in and say so. You have the freedom to go to the grocery store today and shop if you need to, or go buy clothes. You have the freedom to get in your car and travel if you so choose today. You have the freedom to go to the airport and get on planes and travel if you so choose to today. You have the freedom to sit home and read a book on your back patio if you so choose. You have the freedom to call in sick for work today if you want to. You have the freedom to go into work today if you want to. You have the freedom to walk your dogs through your neighborhood unmolested. You have the freedom to put signs up in your yard that you don't like dogs, keep them off your grass. Although I don't know any human that doesn't like dogs, but okay. All these freedoms and many, many more that you're afforded were all given to you through the service of veterans. From the beginning of this great country, 1775, or if you want to go back farther to the Boston Massacre, 1770, where the roots of independence and freedom were set, all the way through November 11th, 2021. Without the sacrifices of veterans and their families, I might add, you may not have the freedoms that have been afforded to you on this very day. You cannot put a limit on how important today is. You cannot put a cap on how important it is that we honor the men and women of our armed forces that have served. Last night, I was pleasantly surprised. I was at an establishment where a group of people had gathered to play trivia. And the host of the trivia said thank you to the veterans, and the whole room clapped in appreciation. That will happen time and time again today, I'm sure. But it's not always been like that in our history. There was a time in the not very distant past where veterans weren't treated with the respect that they deserve. It's appalling and shameful that ever took place. I vividly remember it as my uncles and my uncles and older cousins that were, 20, 21, 22 when I was 10, 11 years old, when they were coming back from the jungles of Asia, we would go to the airport. Back then you would go to the airport, you didn't have to, you could go right to the terminal gate and meet them as they come off the plane. And just the nasty words and things that were screamed at veterans as they come off the planes when I was a small child. When all they were doing was following orders of their superiors, serving their country, doing their duty. And the treatment that they suffered, the treatment that they were put under and they suffered through was appalling and grotesque. And it wasn't that long ago, folks. Thank a veteran today. Take time out. Call an uncle, call a father, call a mother, call a sister. If they've served, call them and say thanks. If you see them out today, see a veteran out today, stop and say thank you. You don't have to get into a long, drawn-out conversation, but thank you goes a long way. We're going to take a break. We'll be back on this Veterans Day edition of Ocala Talks. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com, Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge, undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Hey there, I have a question for you. Is your roof asphalt and does it look like it needs replacement? Did you get quotes and were you in sticker shock? Would you like to save not hundreds, but thousands of dollars? Did you call RoofMax? Well, call RoofMax with their patent-pending technology, which can add years to your roof without needing to replace it. And it's easy. You just pick up the phone for a free quote. Plus, they use state-of-the-art satellite technology to measure your roof. So, if your roof is over 7 years old, then you should call RoofMax today at 352-639-2777. That's 352-639-2777.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. A few of our tractor services include bush hogging, disking, and rototilling. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are family-owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm-ready. Powell Gene, Gene, at yahoo.com. 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity, and reducing downtime. In the data center, a part of the growing digital document revolution. In the world of business, supporting entrepreneurs and helping companies grow. In the forefront of technology, developing cutting-edge document management solutions. So if you think you know Dex Imaging, you don't know Dex.
This cool fall weather is the perfect time to plant a tree, and Ocala's favorite place for trees is Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery. Right now today, you can select any tree from hundreds in stock for as low as $39.99 and get a second one just like it for half price. Now that same deal is available on all trees in stock, starting with large trees at less than $40, all the way up to Bob's famous gigantic jumbo trees at $8.99. Your second tree is always half price. Be sure to check this week's blooming specials, like camellias at just $15.99. A tray of 10 large-size annuals for just $29.99. Garden mums are half price, and all statuary and fountains are 30% off. And don't forget, it's 15% off for veterans all this week at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery on Southeast 38th Street, just off Lake Rio Avenue, in the same blooming place since 1952.
You're having another great day and you have good taste tuning into WOCA The Source with Ocala Talks and Tom Schmitz. Well, 1 out of 2 isn't bad.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Veterans Day, a very special day in America. It was originally known as Armistice Day in 1919. And the reason it was named that is, you know, World War I was the war to end all wars. And the Treaty of Versailles, signed in June of 1919, ended the war. But it had really ended, and is generally accepted to have ended, at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918, when an armistice went into effect, ending World War I, the fighting of World War I. And there are famous photos and all. You can see people standing around, and you go just Google armistice, World War I armistice, or 11th day, 11th month. You can do that, and you'll come across a lot of photos where at 10:58, 10:59 in the morning on November 11th, 1918, military members are just standing around. Germans in their encampments, French in their encampments, the U.S. doughboys in their encampments. They're all standing around waiting for the 11 a.m. There was a raucous cheer that went up through most of Europe at that moment. And the war to end all wars came to an end. 1 year after the war to end all wars happened, President Wilson said in 1919 in an address on November 11th, he claimed it as the first commemoration of Armistice Day with these words: "To us in America, the reflections of Armistice Day will be filled with solemn pride in the heroism of those who died in the country's service and with gratitude for victory, both because of the thing from which has freed us and because of the opportunity it has given America to show her sympathy with peace and justice in the councils of the nation." Congress officially recognized the end of World War I when it was passed as a concurrent resolution in June of 1926 with these words: "Whereas the 11th of November 1918 marked the cessation of the most destructive and far-reaching war in human annals, and the resumption by the people of the United States of peaceful relations with other nations, which we hope may never again be severed. And whereas it is fitting that the recurring anniversary of this date should be commemorated with thanksgiving and prayer and exercises designed to perpetuate peace throughout goodwill and through goodwill and mutual understanding between nations. And whereas the legislatures of 27 of our states have already declared November 11th to be a legal holiday, therefore be it resolved by the Senate, the House of Representatives concurring, that the President of the United States is requested to issue a proclamation calling upon the officials to display the flag of the United States on all government buildings on November 11th and inviting the people of the United States to observe the day in schools and churches and other suitable places with appropriate ceremonies of friendly relations with all other peoples." That is the beginning of Veterans Day. But it wasn't Veterans Day yet. It was still Armistice Day at this point. How did it become Veterans Day? Well, that took an act of Congress as well. Act 52 Stat 351, 5 U.S. Code Section 87A. It was approved May 13th of 1938. It made the 11th of November each year a legal holiday to be dedicated to the cause of world peace and thereafter celebrated known as Armistice Day. Now, it was primarily a day set aside to honor veterans of World War I, but in 1954, after World War II, 1954, after World War II had required the greatest mobilization of soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen in the nation's history, after American forces had fought aggressions in Korea, the 83rd Congress, at the urging of the Veterans Services Organizations, amended the Act of 1938 by striking out the word armistice and inserting in the place the words veterans. With the approval of this legislation, Public Law 380, on June 1st, 1954, November 11th became a day to honor American veterans of all wars. That's when it switched over from Armistice Day to Veterans Day and honored veterans of all wars. Now, what's the difference between Veterans Day and Memorial Day? We'll talk about that after the break. Plus, we'll take your calls. 622-9622. Call in. Thank a veteran. If you are a veteran, call in and tell us why about your service and what it is about your service that you remember or are most prideful for. Hey, and I want to thank some of our callers. I left out two of our callers that I know are veterans, Mike McCoy and Marine Mark. Thanks for your service as well. They're regular callers to the show, and they served our country proud, just as all veterans have. Remember, Veterans Day honors all veterans who have served, but there's a caveat. All veterans who served and were discharged honorably. If you have a dishonorable discharge, that's a whole different problem. But this is for all veterans that served honorably in our U.S. Armed Forces. Today is a day of celebration. We'll be right back after this timeout. You listen to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
From the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Nations climate talks in Glasgow, Scotland keep going on and on. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres on Thursday said the goal of limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees is on life support. It should be noted so far the talks are not reaching any of the United Nations' three goals, that is mitigation, adaptation, and financing. The murder or self-defense case against Kyle Rittenhouse was thrown into jeopardy Wednesday when his lawyers asked for a mistrial over what appeared to be illegal questioning by Rittenhouse chief prosecutor Thomas Binger. Judge Bruce Schroeder loudly and angrily accused Binger of pursuing an improper line of questioning and trying to introduce testimony that the judge earlier said he was inclined to prohibit. Last week's deadly Astro World concert in Houston, Texas, has seen at least 58 civil lawsuits filed in Harris County District Court in connection to the disaster as of Wednesday. USA Radio News.
It may feel like age is just a number, but the fact is, even if you're healthy and active, your immune system weakens as you get older. And if you're 65 or older, you're at an increased risk for potentially serious illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia. One way to help protect yourself is to get immunized against vaccine-preventable diseases like pneumococcal pneumonia. Dr. Jorge Gomez shares more on behalf of the American Lung Association.
Pneumococcal pneumonia is a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. Adults 65 or older are over 10 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults 18 to 49. You may also be at increased risk if you have certain chronic health conditions such as asthma, diabetes, or heart disease. If you're 65 or older, vaccination can help prevent pneumococcal pneumonia.
This flu season, visit lung.org/pneumococcal and talk to your doctor or pharmacist about pneumococcal vaccination.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
And now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Tick-tock. The days fly by, and we find tax season is upon us once again. Not to worry, though. With a reputable CPA firm on your side, you can rest assured that all of your needs will be handled in a professional and thorough manner. Robson, Scribner & Stewart is just that firm. They're there for their clients year-round, not just during tax season, to handle your needs and answer any questions you may encounter. At Robson, Scribner & Stewart, there is no client too small or too large. Their expertise ranges from the single individual to the largest of corporations. Get your return prepared by a professional who will use their years of experience to ensure that your tax return's outcome will leave you in the best possible position. Call them today at 694-4184. Robson, Scribner & Stewart. They're there for you today. Again, that number is 694-4184. Time is of the essence, so don't delay. 694-4184.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Buffett. Save the Manatee Club has helped to protect imperiled manatees and their aquatic habitat for decades, but there's still more work to be done. Threats from cold weather, red tides, pollution, and boat collisions continue to take their toll on the manatee. So let's work together to safeguard the manatees and the places they call home. Be the friend they need. Visit SaveTheManatee.org. Thank you.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. It is Veterans Day 2021. You know, a lot of people sometimes get the 2 days confused, Veterans Day and Memorial Day. While they both are holidays that celebrate or commemorate veterans, today is a celebration of the service of all U.S. military veterans. It's to hold them up and say thank you. Memorial Day honors those who have died while in military service, who've given the ultimate sacrifice of their life for your freedoms. There's also Armed Forces Day. That honors those that are currently serving in the U.S. military. So there's three very distinct days. Veterans Day honor all veterans serving and past. Any U.S. veteran that have given service to this country, that's Veterans Day. Memorial Day are those who have died in the service to this country. And Armed Forces Day are to those that are currently serving. So 3 distinct holidays, but all honoring veterans. Give us a call back, 622-9622 is the number. There's a caller right there. Good morning, caller. You're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, Tom.
Morning, Hugh.
God bless all our vets. I wish we could do more for them. Whenever I think about all those illegals going across the border down in Arizona and Texas and that, and they're giving them $450,000, why can't we give our vets $450,000, which they really deserve?
I could not agree with you more, Hugh. Could not agree with you more. You want to give a deserving group of people $500,000, give it to a veteran.
Absolutely.
Give it. By the way, the most underpaid group of employees that there is. The problem these days, Hugh, and this is a fact, is that when men and women are out of their household and they're serving all over the world, some of the families are put on food stamps and stuff because they don't make enough. They don't have enough money to make ends meet because of how underpaid we pay our military.
Yeah, that's just terrible.
These are all things we need to know on this day. We need to think about those things on Veterans Day.
Well, not so much think, but let's do something about it. Let's get the people in the government who can do something about it.
You're speaking to the choir, but unless it scratches one of the backs of the 535 crooks that are in Washington, they're not going to do anything. Yeah. We know that.
I know it's just a terrible situation we got here. I just want to say real quick, everybody get your flag up. If you don't have it up, today is a very important day for flying the flag. I moved here to a mobile home park, and it's a 55 and older situation with elderly people like myself. And I'm very proud to say that I see a lot of flags in this particular area. And I believe the older people have a real strong feeling about Veterans Day and what the veterans meant for our freedom. So we really appreciate it, and they show it by flying their flag.
And that's one of the ultimate ways to say thank you is by displaying your flag. So when veterans drive by, they know that you understand that you have the freedom to put that flag out in front of your house because of the service of the men and women of this great country.
Absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward. I'm going over to the park here in about an hour and a half or so, like I do every year, and enjoy the ceremonies and help participate. And let's hope they have that flyover again. I always kind of look forward to that.
I think they're going to have a lot. I've heard about a bunch of stuff that's going to go on at the Veterans Park today. A lot of entertainment, a lot of good times. A lot of thank yous given out to veterans. It's Vets News today with Vets Helping Vets. Actually, we're doing a rewind program of that today because they're out at the Veterans Park taking part in all the activities and everything that take place on this day. So, Hugh, what you think you get a good seat out there? Is it you headed out to get you a good spot?
Well, actually, I don't. I just prefer actually standing and kind of walking around in different areas during the ceremonies, rather than sitting. But I hope last year there was a fantastic crowd there, and the weather might be a little bit of a problem. I don't know. I don't think we're going to get any rain, but it kind of looks like we want to get rain. But anyways, no, I kind of move around a little bit and enjoy all the different areas there that's going on.
Yeah, people sometimes don't realize how great that Veterans Park is. It's really an amazing place.
Yeah, when I have company come down from up north, it's one of the places I would like to visit because it's kind of it's an important place in our community and in our country. And not every city has such a wonderful park like we do, And I know the reaction I get from people that go through and say, "My God, Ocala is not that big of a city, but look at this beautiful park you got here." So they're really surprised.
Yeah, I'm looking at the radar now, Hugh. I'm on the weatherchannel.com. Looking at the radar, the Ocala radar map. And at 8:37, there's, a few sprinkles south of us. But as you put the map in motion and you pause it right at 11 a.m., 0% chance of rain, clear all around the Ocala area.
Very good. Okay. And it looks like I'm looking out the window right now. It looks like the sun just popped out. So
yeah, and it's
things are kind of looking for.
They say at 11 o'clock it'll be about 73 degrees.
Very perfect day. I want to thank you and WOCA for celebrating Veterans Day on the radio as you have, and really appreciate it. And God bless you and all the vets. Thank you.
Thanks, Hugh. Thanks for the call. Yeah, we're always going to celebrate Veterans Day here at this radio station. It is a veteran-powered radio station. Joe Martone served in the military. Thank you to Joe for doing that. We're very, very veteran-centric. And, aside from July 4th, Memorial Day and Veterans Day are the two most important holidays for me because of freedom. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, Tom. It's Helen. How are you?
Hi, Helen. How are you this morning?
I'm doing fine, thank you. First of all, it's been a while since I've been on the radio. I'd like to congratulate you on your wedding.
Thank you.
Quite some time.
Congratulate me. Ask my wife what she was thinking. She had, I
wish you the best. I wish you the best. Yeah, on behalf of the Latino Democratic Club of Marion County, we'd like to thank our veterans for serving. And we also like to thank their families because, as Hugh said, families also. It's really important. Families, the backup, and you had said
it's a sacrifice for families as well.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And I like to give a special thanks to my family members that have served, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
I like to thank Hector Cruz, who's deceased, Robert Joel Cruz, Raul Dueño, who's also deceased, Vietnam veterans, Raul Dueño Jr., and Christian Rojas. These are all my family members who served for our freedom in our country. And again, I thank you. I thank you for every Thursday that we have veterans information. I also thank Joe Mattoon, excellent gentleman. He's been to one of our meetings. Not him, but he sent someone over to give information of all the veteran services that they have. The memorial that we have here in Ocala is excellent. I had a friend come from Arizona. I took him to the Veterans Park. He couldn't believe how beautiful it was. He got emotional. He looked for one of his friends that served, and he just knelt and he started praying. He was just crying his heart out. So I really, really take my hats off to all these veterans, and we got to do more for them. We need to do more for them because they go out, the ultimate sacrifice for people that don't even know, not only for their family, but for people that don't even know. And these are the privileges that we have here because of those that serve for us. So I thank you so much for everything you do. WOCA, I listen to you guys every day. Unfortunately, sometimes I can't because I am busy. I try to serve my community as best as I can, and sometimes it just takes me away from the things, the information that is out there.
We all understand that.
Again, thank you so much. Yeah,
thank you
so much, Tom.
Thank you so much for the call.
Fried pickles, okay?
Fried pickles. I'll eat them. Thanks so much for the call.
Is that Mountain Dew?
Mountain Dew, exactly. Got to give me Diet Mountain Dew or Mountain Dew Zero, not Mountain Dew.
Okay, stay well.
Thanks so much for the call. And that's the thing. She put her party affiliation out there and everything, but that has no meaning today. She said thank you to veterans and her family that served. Thank you to her family for their large amount of service. That was quite a few people that served in her family. And, it has become, whether you like the term or not, it has become a lot of veterans now are minorities because a lot of veterans, a lot of minorities saw the opportunity to serve their country and get training and get education that they may not have been afforded in the situations they were given. And so they turned to the military for it and served their country proudly. And we thank you for that. We thank you for the opportunity to say thank you. Without your service, we wouldn't have the opportunity to say thank you to veterans that definitely deserve a hearty thank you every time you run into them. 622-9622, that's the number to call. 352-622-9622 is the number to call. If you want to get a shout out or say thank you to veterans that you know, or you're a veteran yourself that just wants to talk about what it means to you on Veterans Day. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back to wrap up the first hour of a Veterans Day show right here on Ocala Talks, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Well, this is a surprise. Hello, ladies. Welcome to the WOCA studios. Please, step right up and tell us who you are.
Tammy Griffin,
Connie Ann Pendleton,
Deborah Jenkins,
Cindy Brown,
Susan Schmitz,
Shauna Tanner,
Andrea Benitez,
April Savarese. We are the Stiletto Network Group, a sub-networking group of the Ocala CEP.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
It's Veterans Appreciation Week at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. That means that all U.S. veterans get an extra 15% off Bob Wine's already low prices. So check the ad. Count up your savings like these big 5-inch flowering annuals, including gorgeous begonia, impatiens, salvia, marigolds, and many more. You get 2 for $6. Nice-sized butterfly and hummingbird plants, just $6.99 this week at Bob Wine's. And don't forget Bob's famous sun and shade-loving camellias, starting at a super low $15.99. How about this favorite? Gorgeously blooming hanging baskets for fall. Buy one, get one at half price. Hurry on over today, this week for sure, to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery on Southeast 38th Street in Ocala. Daily till 4, Saturdays till 3, in the same blooming place since 1952, and have a happy Veterans Day.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Veterans Day here in Ocala, Florida. You know, while the holiday seasons look different than 2020, one thing hasn't changed, folks. That's trying to find the perfect gifts for everyone on your holiday list. This year, it's more important than ever to try to score the big deals early so that you can wrap up in time to celebrate the season with loved ones, or make sure they get what they need in a timely fashion with all the stuff we got going on with supply chains. Kia Malone, she joins us from Orlando with tips to find those deals ahead of the busiest shopping day of the year. Kia, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Wonderful to have the luxury and freedom to speak with you today, thanks to all the veterans out there who have proudly served this country. We really appreciate that we have the ability to talk to you because of our veterans.
Absolutely, and thank them for, their service. It's certainly appreciated.
Hey, kid, the pandemic stole a little bit of joy of in-store shopping last year, or a little bit of the angst of, fighting over toys and Black Friday deals and everything. But this year, we're back at it. The gift list, it may be the longest ever, but that's every year, I think. The pressure's even greater because we didn't do it last year. How can we keep stress levels down so we don't have the angst of shopping and still remember the magic of this season?
Absolutely. Let me tell you, look for one retailer that has something for everyone on your list. And I love, being here at Dick's Sporting Goods because I don't have to think too hard about it. I just think, okay, what does my, loved one like to do or my friend like to do? And then I get them something that keeps on giving throughout the year, something, fun for them to enjoy throughout the year. And that's what you have to really consider, being stress-free, finding that one retailer to get everything under one roof, and then just think about, what does my loved one want to do? Because it is about them, right? When you keep those in mind, then you can enjoy this holiday season without all that angst and, anxiety We don't have time for that this year.
We do
time
not.
To celebrate and have a good holiday season, and so that's what I mean. Shop early, get it done, and enjoy time with your family.
Well, Kia, you're at Dick's Sporting Goods. I will tell you, Scotty Cameron putters on my wish list. New set of Callaway irons are on my wish list. Some Callaway driver and woods. Some golf shoes.
Wait, are you trying to tell me something here? Do I need to send some stuff up there to you from Orlando? Are you trying to tell me to buy online and ship it to you so you can pick it up at the store?
I'm just saying there's all kind of options. And, what are some of that's my must-have gifts, because when I go to Dick's Sporting Goods, I can find everything I want. It starts at the putter section, goes all the way to the golf shoe and golf clothes selection. But there's so much.
Now, are you at the new store? You're at the new store up there, right?
Oh, yeah, the one right across, right there in Heathbrook Plaza. And there's so much to do, from kayaking and paddle boarding and bicycling and baseball and softball and soccer and with all that being said, what are the go-to gifts this season?
Anything for the entire family to enjoy. So get bikes for everyone in the family. You guys need to get out and exercise anyway, right? Maybe put up a basketball hoop in the front yard. Maybe, some neighborhood kids can come by and hang out. Golf gear, you talked about your golf gear. It is at the top of the list, and you can find all of that right here, as you very well know. Now, if you want to
I know.
You want to get something cool and trendy to wear, don't forget Nike is here, as well as other top brands. My personal favorite is anything by the Kalia brand for the ladies. I mean, that's just the way to go. So soft, comfortable, looks great, very trendy. For guys, I got you covered. Anything from North Face will keep you warm on those chilly nights in Ocala, because I know it kind of dips down, in the 30s from time to time at night. Now, there's a huge assortment of licensed gear, hats, hoodies, jerseys for any sports fan on your list. And if you turned one of the rooms or maybe your garage into a home gym, we got you covered. Plenty of loot for your home gym, like slam balls, jump ropes, yoga mats, you name it. If your kiddos are in sports, there are plenty of baseball gloves, footballs, cleats, anything for you to choose from to make sure their season is merry and bright. And if you just can't figure it out, get them a Dick's Sporting Goods gift card, and that way they can pick what they want this holiday season.
And you talked about so much and never even mentioned the shoe wall, and the shoe wall is massive at Dick's Sporting Goods.
There's multiple shoe walls, let me tell you. There's so many different brands to choose from, Nike, Adidas, you name it. It's all here. You can't go wrong.
So, everybody procrastinates. I'm a president of a club called Procrastinators Unite Tomorrow. So we're always running short on time, no matter how much you plan. I'm not a planner. My wife is. I'm not. I'm a seat-of-the-pants guy. But for guys like me or people like me, what tips do you have for helping us save time while we're out there doing our holiday shopping?
First of all, shop early. Just, say, okay, today is today. I'm just going to get it all done. And that way you can go back to enjoying what you like to do, right? Buy online. You can pick up in store. Your order can be ready in the same day, and you don't even have to get out of the car because they will load up all of your holiday essentials for you. Can you believe that? And don't forget about you. I know you're going to start back there in the putter section and work your way through the store, but don't forget to grab something for you as well.
That's a very good. I always get a smile on my face when I buy something for me. I'll be honest with you. I'm like Terrell Owens. I love me some me. I'll be honest with you. Hey, Kia.
That's okay.
Kia, I know you're a mom with kids, and that means there's a crazy schedule because kids bring crazy schedules. What advice do you have for parents who are also trying to keep it all together this season, buy stuff for the kids and all, but still have to wrestle with the kids being there and stuff like that? What advice do you have for parents?
Yeah, no, parents, we are always busy taking care of everyone else, and sometimes we don't think about, okay, I got to take care of myself before I can take care of everyone else. So try to stay on a regular sleep cycle. I know that's hard to do with all the holiday parties and events and things like that, but try to get as much sleep as you can every night. Don't overeat those holiday treats. And let me say that again, don't overeat those holiday treats because that'll affect your sleep, and then that'll affect your weight, and then you'll be messed up by the 20.
Fat guys play golf, Kia. Fat guys play golf.
Okay, well, you can play golf or whatever, but don't eat too much while you're out there on the lawn. All right? Don't drink too much either. And don't forget to get some exercise. Now, I know you said, you play golf. Do you walk the course or do you ride a golf cart?
Kia, walking, I don't walk to the refrigerator. I get my dog to bring me a beer, okay? Calm down. No, I actually, when I lost 65 pounds here about 2-3 years ago, I literally walked 9 holes 3 times a day. So I got the push cart and everything.
Very good. I'm so proud of you. So there you go. And then we got some, cleats for you to walk the course this year, too. So
certainly.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. If you new cleats, come here and get them.
You got the ear of Dick's Sporting Goods. Can you do me one favor to make it the best? It literally is one of the top 3 or 5 stores in my shopping deal. It's Dick's Sporting Goods is my go-to, but it would be number 1. Can we get some TVs and a couple draft beer modules out there, and then it'd be great.
Are you trying to have a Dick's Man Cave?
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. A Dick's Sporting Goods Man Cave. How would that not be a bad thing?
Okay, guess what? I'll pass it on to them. I'll see what they say.
Hey, Kia, tell us where our listeners can go if they want more information about the one-stop shop at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Head over to Dicks.com for more information. Happy shopping. Happy holidays.
Hey, happy holidays to you, Kia. And remember, you just ship it to the store up here in Ocala, Scotty Cameron putter, some Callaway clubs. Oh, by the way, more than anything else, couple dozen golf balls because I lose them by the dozen. They sell them by the dozen because of my game. They sell them that way. I lose them more than I find them. So that's all I'm saying.
I got you, and I'm going to send some Talia for your wife, too, because we can't forget about her.
Oh, she would love that because she would think, and I would take credit for it. I would not give you any credit whatsoever. I'll be honest with you.
That's okay. I'll let you have the credit. No problem.
Kia, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Talk to you soon.
Have a good day. Yeah, I like when Kia calls in. She's a Dick's Sporting Goods fan, and so am I. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. It's Vets Helping Vets, a rewind. On the other side of this break, you're listening to 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
A federal judge on Wednesday uses the Americans with Disabilities Act to overturn Texas Governor Republican Greg Abbott's executive order banning mask mandates in Texas schools. U.S. District Court Judge Lee Yeckel barred Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton from enforcing Abbott's order. Kyle Rittenhouse testified Wednesday he was under attack when he killed 2 men and wounded a third with his rifle during a chaotic night of protest in Kenosha, saying, "I didn't do anything wrong, I defended myself." The judge in the case is considering a motion for a mistrial as the prosecutor has been making major mistakes in his cross-examination of Rittenhouse. NASA says the moon's surface has enough oxygen to keep billions of people alive for 100,000 years. They say there's actually plenty of oxygen on the moon. It's trapped inside layers of rock and fine dust that covers the moon's surface. We just need to learn how to harness life's precious ingredient. USA Radio News.
COVID is spiking again, and it's just not clear how to keep your family safe. Fever is the leading symptom of COVID, and the only way to reliably detect it is with an accurate thermometer. Be vigilant and be accurate with the Exergen Temporal Scanner, whose accuracy has been proven in more than 100 clinical studies. Don't rely on non-contact thermometers. They are proven to be inaccurate and will not reliably detect a fever that might mean COVID. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Exergen is changing the way the world takes temperature.
At the American Veterinary Medical Association annual convention in Washington, D.C., I spoke with Dr. John Howe, AVMA president, about One Health.
One Health is really a collaboration between physicians and veterinarians or public health officials. For example, in Minnesota, our state public health veterinarian deals with zoonotic diseases, rabies, for example. Animals are sentinels for humans, and humans are sentinels for some infections in animals.
There's more valuable information at avma.org.
Range headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyron Spearman reporting. Important relationships have been built with the Chinese buyers, and they've been buying peanuts. The American Peanut Council coordinated that effort in the past years, and by going to conferences and supporting contractors to assist with maintaining customer relationship with Chinese buyers. The U.S. had developed these positive relationships with Chinese importers over the past several years and were able to export more than 50% of the total peanut shipments in 2020. The Chinese importers, they're hoping, will come back, but they're buying a lower-priced peanut for the purpose of making peanut oil. The oil remaining after the crushing has no aflatoxin in it and can there be purified. While the oil market is not as valuable as the edible market, it was vitally important in 2020 as the 2019 crop needed to be cleared out of the warehouses. We invested about $200,000 annually for the past few years using MAP money from USDA in China and built these relationships in approximately $250 million in sales of peanuts that otherwise would have been forfeited to USDA at a huge loss. It was a big move, and China bought them up, and they're hoping they'll come back and buy some more this year.
Hi, I'm Greg Peterson of the Peterson Farm Brothers. If you've seen our videos, you know we're proud to be farmers. Farming can be dangerous. Never assume location or depth of underground utilities or pipelines. Before you start any work on your farm, call 811 or visit clickbeforeyoudig.com to have underground lines located. It only takes a minute and can save your life.
Never assume the location or depth of underground lines. Always call 811 or visit clickbeforeyoudig.com before you start work. A message from the Pipeline Operators for Ag Safety campaign.
For more on today's news, we invite you to log on to southeastagnet.com. I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have mostly cloudy skies today, more humid this afternoon with a passing shower and a high of 80 to 82. Then becoming very cloudy this evening, low tonight 67 to 71. Friday, we'll have clouds and sunshine with a shower around into the early afternoon. High tomorrow 78 to 82. Showers on Saturday as well. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Veterans News is brought to you by Hires Baxley Funeral Services and Highland Memorial Park. Hires Baxley has had generations of families honor them with their trust and confidence. They believe it's because for the last 128 years, their team of caring professionals have established a reputation of serving families with excellence and compassion. Hires Baxley currently partners with the Boy Scouts of America Troop Number 72 to properly dispose of decommissioned American flags. They're also a drop-off location for cell phones for soldiers, helping to provide minutes for that matter, and helping heroes home. Hires Baxley is located at 910 East Silver Springs Boulevard in Ocala, or you can call them with questions at 352-629-7171. That's 352-629-7171. Information can also be found at hires-baxley.com. Veterans News is also brought to you by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, 2610 Southeast 38th Street in Ocala. When it comes to landscaping, Bob Wines has what you need. Everything from small plants to large trees, mulch, fertilize, and so much more. Bob Wines will even deliver, plant, and guarantee their trees. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery has been keeping you blooming since 1952. You've got questions why and how, give them a call, 352-629-5766. That's 352-629-5766. Remember, at Bob Wines, they offer 10% discounts to veterans with proper identification.
This is a rewind of Veterans News. This show will not be accepting calls. This is a rewind from a past Veterans show, as the guys from Vets Helping Vets are out celebrating Veterans Day at Veterans Memorial Park. So this is a rewind of Vets News.
Welcome to Veterans News. It's that time of the week that WOCA is proud to present Veterans News. That's every Thursday at 9 a.m. And our host, Executive Director, and good man, Hank Whittier is on the line with us with Gary. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, everybody. Hank's got to be away this morning due to business concerning veterans helping veterans.
Oh, so we got the man here, huh?
Yeah, so I'm it today, I guess. And Joe, it's a pleasure to be on with a radio celebrity like yourself. My first appearance on a radio station was a guest of Hank's when you were still at the Cascade. So you're my radio hero.
Oh, my goodness. What do you want?
You need to get better heroes.
Hey.
A big donation.
Hey, just stand there, run the board like a good man.
You just said big donation. I'm trying to save you money.
Yes, that's right. I already done that. Been there, done that. Many times. Many times. Gary, do we have to start off on a sad note this morning?
Yes, we do, unfortunately, and it's all law enforcement.
Okay.
We're going to start off with Staff Sergeant Jesse Sherrill of the New Hampshire State Police, end of watch, October 28th. He was killed, unfortunately, in a vehicle crash. We have Police Officer Thomas Christopher Hutchison of the Halton City Police Department in Texas. His end of watch, October 27th. He was a victim of COVID-19. Police Officer Stephen Evans. His end of watch was October 25th. He was killed in a vehicle crash. And Officer Tyler Timmons of the Pontoon Beach Police Department in Illinois. His end of watch was October 26th. And he was shot, killed while investigating the vehicle. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to the families of these law enforcement officers. And if we could do taps in Amazing Grace.
We will.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
And we're back with Veterans News with our co-host over there, Gary. Hey, Gary, could you do me a favor this morning? Could you pick up the phone and get off the speakerphone, see if you sound clearer to the audience? Is that possible?
How is that?
That sounds a little better, yes.
Okay.
A little better.
All right. Yeah, just to get us started, I want to remind everybody about our benefit this year, which is on the 19th of November. America's Greatness is our theme, and it's a special night of generosity, honoring those veterans who made our present and future more possible. It includes dinner or a cash bar, to be dancing, live entertainment. And if you're interested in a sponsorship or tickets for this event, there may be some left, but you better hurry.
Well,
you need to call Jinky Diaz at 352-286-9491. Now, that's her cell phone number, so if she doesn't answer right away, she will definitely get back to you. She's very good about that.
I have, if I still can find it at the house, I have an item I am going to bring for a live auction. I'm going to start it off at $500 and see. It's something that's not available anywhere, and I mean anywhere. It was given to me years ago. It's a charm bracelet from Six Guns Territory, and it has all the charms on it, all the gidooks and things like that. And I'm going to start auctioning it off, and I won't take less than $500, and it's all going to be given to Vets Helping Vets anyway. But I have that. If I find it, I'm going to bring it, and then I'm personally going to auction off, and we'll have some fun and see how many people really want something like that remember Six Gun Territory and have the pockets to do it. And it's a keepsake, like I said. You can't find it anywhere else that I know of, and it has like tomahawks on it and all that there. I guess it's sterling silver, the whole thing. So, but it's a nice bracelet. So I'm gonna bring that. Watch me forget it, right? Or I can't find it again. Last time I knew exactly where it was, so hopefully it's still there. I intend to bring that.
Well, I hope you find it too, and I hope it get purchased for a large amount of money because, like you said, we help veterans here, and that's exactly what we would use the money for.
Exactly, and the other thing is, they're not making them anymore. So this is from the '60s, I presume, maybe earlier. So it's already 60 years old. The bracelet itself, and it's in fantastic shape. And I don't know if it was ever worn or not, but I have it in a case. So it's something that's unique, and I've had it, and I figured let me auction it off and see what happens. See if people and that's not the silent auction. That's going to be a live auction. I'm going to take the microphone. I'm going to be a pain in the butt to everybody about midway through, or maybe I'll do it at the beginning, whatever, or right after everybody's finished eating, before all the festivities start, and then we'll have some good times with it. It's very, very unique, and I like doing it, and we'll have some fun, and on the same token, we'll help Veterans Helping Veterans USA there. That's November 19th, right? And that's going to be
November 19th at the Hilton in Ocala.
The Hilton. Where's that? Is that the one behind Lowe's?
It's located at 3600 Southwest 36th Avenue, and it is the one right next to Lowe's there. When you go in the driveway, I believe Chili's is right there on the left, and you kind of wind around towards the back.
Right off
and
of 200
come to the Hilton.
Yeah,
right off of 200.
Very good, very good. We'll have some fun. And it says, wear your dressy, semi-formal, or formal wear. Oh, boy.
Or your military uniform. If it fits. Now, if it don't fit, don't wear it.
That's it. My military uniform, I think I've wore, even when I was on active duty, maybe 7 times, maybe, because I was always wearing whites. That's all I wore was whites. Most of my service time was all whites. So, but as far as the dress uniform, no, I don't think my arm would fit in it anymore.
Well, I was going to say, if the white still fits you, that would be appropriate.
No, that'd be embarrassing. That would be embarrassing. No way. You don't want to see me. No, you don't want to see me in whites. No.
They might mistake you for a prisoner or something if you're all in white.
Or they're going to stop me. Where's the ice cream? Kind of. Those that remember the Goodyear guys that went
ice
around.
Cream.
Yeah, there goes Tom.
Or that you escaped from the kitchen or something.
I escaped from the kitchen. Yeah. Well, that's what I was.
Are you the Good Humor ice cream guy?
That's the one. Yeah, I remember the Good Humor ice cream. Oh my goodness.
Well, we still have Good Humor on the show.
Not as long as Joe's on here.
Mine's corny humor.
You got to take a break, or do
we do need to take a break? We got to pay some bills.
Good man. We'll be right back with more Veterans News right after this.
Hi, folks. You're invited to Fighting for Freedom and Liberty, a tribute to our veterans. Saturday, November 6th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at New Life Baptist Church, Leesburg, Florida. A number of speakers, including Congressman Candidates and World War II veteran John Belafontaine will be there. Food, music, raffles, and more. Saturday, November 6th at New Life Baptist Church, Leesburg, Florida.
If you've been waiting for camellia time, your wait is officially over at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. They're ready with thousands of budded and blooming sun and shade-loving camellias at prices starting as low as $15.99 in the number 1 size. A larger sizes are available, including Bob's famous heirloom camellias, the same ones that are shipped all over the world from here in Ocala. While you're there, check out the fruit tree sale. Many are 20% off. You've got to see the selection, including orange, lemon, tangelo, tangerine, lime, many more, as low as $69.99. Get a gorgeous tray of 10 extra-large Winter Hardy Annuals for just $29.99. Don't forget the tree sale. Buy one at Bob's low price and get a second one for half price. Check the ad, then head to Bob Wines on Southeast 38th Street. 5 acres of garden fun for the whole family. We'll see you there today.
Dad's service to our country is something we're so proud of. He made a difference and set a great example. Now it's our turn to honor the sacrifices he made for our family and this country. As veteran specialists, Hires Baxley Funeral Service helps us celebrate Dad's life and can help you too. Hires Baxley is here for you during your time of need or when planning for the future. For more information, call 352-484-0891 or visit hiresbaxley.com/choice.
And we're back with more Veterans News with Gary from Vets Helping Vets over there on 2730 East Silver Springs Boulevard. Gary, you there?
Yes, and after a sad start, with the loss of officers, we got some good news.
What do we have?
Coming up next week at November. Well, we got 2 things next week. November 10th is the Marine Corps' birthday.
I heard
Gary's
that.
birthday.
Yes.
And November 11th is Veterans Day, and we got some good things going on. Free for veterans on Veterans Day.
Okay.
We had her, the owner, on last week with us. Great clips in the Oak Ridge Plaza, which is on Highway 200, just in front of the big Walmart. That's 9590.
Free haircuts.
Yeah, Southwest 200. Free haircuts, and she said she was going to have several stylists available. So, if you need a haircut, go ahead and get it. It's a good time, and we thank them for doing that. And my good friend over at Career Source, Henry Ayala, emailed me, I don't know if it's okay to do it, a list of places that was given free or reduced meals to veterans on Veterans Day.
Oh, I like free. I like the free.
Free is good. Free is always better. Now you might want to call or check online at these places to see, because I don't have time to give you the details. But some of the places are Applebee's, Chili's, Texas Roadhouse, Olive Garden.
And those are what?
Red Robin.
The 10% off ones?
No, I believe some of them have a free entree or.
That's the ones I want to hear about. Get the free entree. Yeah. Oh,
yeah. The free entree is Olive Garden, definitely free, and that's one of my favorite places.
Well, yeah, I used to.
Because I'm an Italian, I guess. I don't know,
but well, you can get Olive Garden. Yeah, okay. We'll call it semi-Italian. Okay, it's pretty good. It depends what you get there. It depends what you get.
And Red Robin's given a completely free
hamburger,
double tavern burger.
Oh wow, that's good. That's good.
Can't beat that.
Not with a stick.
Now, Denny's is giving you a Grand Slam.
Oh really? Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So November 11th.
November 11th, all this stuff is going on.
What day is that, Tom? November 11th. Let's see. Let me look it up.
It's a Thursday.
Should be Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
Thursday? Yeah. Wednesday, yeah.
I believe it's today's.
No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Wow. Now, that's a coincidence we usually don't have.
Veterans Day on Veterans News.
Veterans Day on Veterans News. Or Veterans News on Veterans Day.
Yeah,
right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I believe it's the Veterans, what is that the third? No, that's only the second.
What?
Second Thursday.
Third Thursday we have the clinic come in, which is nice.
Pretty soon it'll be the new clinic.
They pushed it back to December now.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It was supposed to be, next Tuesday or Monday. It was supposed to open because I was supposed to be the first patient in there for the eye clinic. And
What an honor.
That would have been something to see. Yeah. I was going to broadcast live from there, but oops. It didn't happen because they're moving it to December. But it depends when in December, we're going to have it. I might do it there. But getting back to the free meals and everything, I had a yearly thing when I lived up in North Carolina. I used to meet a fellow veteran, and we used to stand in the long line at Golden Corral. And
Golden Corral doing it this year too.
Yeah, we used to kibitz and everything, with everyone, and we would go in there, and it was good. It was a good time, But we'll see what happens this year. How many are open and doing it too, and most likely online you could probably find a whole list.
Yeah, there's a whole list, and Red Lobster is doing a free dessert or appetizer. IHOP a free pancake.
Yeah, one free pancake. Here you go.
One free pancake. And then I guess if you ordered a senior breakfast like you and I would, Joe, getting a free pancake with it, that's almost like a second meal.
Yeah, well, that's dessert. Yeah, right.
BJ's is giving you a meal up to a $14.95 value.
Wow.
Buffalo Wild Wings free food, and Bob Evans is honored to do a special menu of home-style favorites available for active duty and veterans.
Okay.
And veterans. So we, that's what we got. So, get out there and enjoy something, on your day, veterans, and celebrate the day by doing something good for somebody else.
Yeah, excellent.
Veterans are those kind of people.
Yeah. I'm surprised. The time has flown by so fast that we got like less than 2 weeks, and we're gonna have that big event on that Friday, the 19th. I mean,
yes.
It was we're talking about. Oh, so far away. Here it is already. So we
right
do
on
need.
top of us.
I know we have a lot of people coming, like 250 or so, and we only talk for about 10 minutes in the front end of that, and then we go into the food and camaraderie and what have you. But we need sponsors. And you could go, like you said, is Jinky in house today, or is she out and about? Do you know?
I haven't seen her yet, but her office is down the hall, and I'm in Hank's office.
This is true, yeah. Well,
but she always gets right back to you. You can count on Jinky when that cell phone is never far from her.
That's for sure. The number is 352-286-9491. Again, 352-286-9491. If you are a company that wants to support Veterans Helping Veterans USA, remember, this is the biggest and only big fundraiser that we put on, and last year we didn't have it, and we're hurting. So if you have those extra funds, please help. All right, Gary, we've got about 2.5 minutes to go, and then we have to sign off again. This half hour goes by fast. I don't know,
It does, and just letting you know, we're here 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Now we won't be here on Veterans Day.
No,
we're here. No, we're off. The building's closed. In fact.
Okay, all right.
We're in the county building there. So.
What are your hours on Friday, Gary?
Our hours on Friday are from 8 to 1, and Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4 o'clock. There's somebody here. Unfortunately, our social service stops at 2 o'clock, because, we're kind of short personnel, with this pandemic. Everything's kind of upside down. But again, just to reiterate what you said, Joe, businesses, please, support us at this event. Because of the way things were for the past 2 years with this COVID stuff, the fundraisers, a lot of them didn't happen, golf tournaments and stuff like that. So, we need your help. And, we're asking for your help for people, that were ready to put their lives on the line,
exactly.
When they were needed. And they still are, So,
now, at
help us.
Sponsorships start at $500, $1,500, $3,000, $5,000, $7,000, and $10,000. And, of course, the more you put in, the more you get. And, and remember what it's called. Yeah, what are we? 15 cents on the dollar goes administrative. 85 cents goes back to the veteran. And that includes, that's the food that we give out. What else do we give out, Gary?
We give out food, we give out clothing, we help with electric bills, rent, mortgages, all kinds of services. We have chaplains. You name it, we have it. And if we don't have it, we'll tell you where to get it. And if all businesses followed your model, Joe, and supported us like you do, we'd have more than enough money to go around.
This is true. This is true. One hand washes the other, and it's hard to say, but some veterans gave their all, as they say, and they came back, and others gave their all, and they did not return. So respect the veteran if you see him. Say thank you, and it makes you feel good, and gives you the right to walk around and say what you want, and not get your hands cut off or put in a jail cell, and gave us our freedom, and that's a precious thing. 30 seconds, Gary. Go ahead.
Okay, well, for Hank Whittier, I just want to say, as he always says, and I do too, God bless America.
That was Veterans News, a rewind of last week's Veterans News. I thought it was good to do, though, because it gave you some thoughts on where to go to get some stuff food-wise, and it gave you what's going to happen at Veterans Memorial Park today. It's going to happen about an hour and a half from now is when it really kicks off, but you can go there now, get you a good spot. There's going to be a lot going on at the Veterans Park today for Veterans Day. We'll come back after the break. More on Veterans Day. Taking your calls, 622-9622. Thank a veteran if you want, live on the air, or if you are a veteran, call and talk about what it means to you to be a veteran on Veterans Day and to have served your country valiantly. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
A federal judge on Wednesday uses the Americans with Disabilities Act to overturn Texas Governor Republican Greg Abbott's executive order banning mask mandates in Texas schools. U.S. District Court Judge Lee Yeckel barred Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton from enforcing Abbott's order. Kyle Rittenhouse testified Wednesday he was under attack when he killed 2 men and wounded a third with his rifle during a chaotic night of protest in Kenosha, saying, "I didn't do anything wrong, I defended myself." The judge in the case is considering a motion for a mistrial as the prosecutor has been making major mistakes in his cross-examination of Rittenhouse. NASA says the moon's surface has enough oxygen to keep billions of people alive for 100,000 years. They say there's actually plenty of oxygen on the moon. It's trapped inside layers of rock and fine dust that covers the moon's surface. We just need to learn how to harness life's precious ingredient. USA Radio News.
There's a lot of confusion about how to protect yourself from COVID, with guidelines and regulations changing by the week. One thing is certain, you need an accurate thermometer for your family to check for fever, the leading sign of flu and COVID. Only the Exergen Temporal Scanner thermometer has been proven accurate in more than 100 clinical studies. Don't rely on non-contact thermometers. They have no scientific studies behind them and can miss the fever that might mean COVID. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Exergen is changing the way the world takes temperature.
Just in time for Christmas, Mike Lindell has dropped the price of the standard classic MyPillow, regularly $69.98 to $19.98. Now, queen and king size slightly higher, but that price includes a free press and pack bag so you can take your MyPillow with you anywhere. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the radio listener square, use my promo code USA, or call 1-800-951-8175. Support Mike Lindell and American Jobs and give MyPillow for Christmas.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com, Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge, undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Hey there, I have a question for you. Is your roof asphalt and does it look like it needs replacement? Did you get quotes and were you in sticker shock? Would you like to save not hundreds, but thousands of dollars? Did you call RoofMax? Well, call RoofMax with their patent-pending technology, which can add years to your roof without needing to replace it. And it's easy. You just pick up the phone for a free quote. Plus, they use state-of-the-art satellite technology to measure your roof. So, if your roof is over 7 years old, then you should call RoofMax today at 352-639-2777. That's 352-639-2777.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. A few of our tractor services include bush hogging, disking, and rototilling. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are family-owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm-ready. Powell Gene, Gene, at yahoo.com. 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
This cool fall weather is the perfect time to plant a tree, and Ocala's favorite place for trees is Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery. Right now today, you can select any tree from hundreds in stock for as low as $39.99 and get a second one just like it for half price. Now that same deal is available on all trees in stock, starting with large trees at less than $40, all the way up to Bob's famous gigantic jumbo trees at $8.99. Your second tree is always half price. Be sure to check this week's blooming specials, like camellias at just $15.99, a tray of 10 large-size annuals for just $29.99. Garden mums are half price, and all statuary and fountains are 30% off. And don't forget, it's 15% off for veterans all this week at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery on Southeast 38th Street, just off Lake Rio Avenue, in the same blooming place since 1952.
You're having another great day and you have good taste tuning into WOCA The Source with Ocala Talks and Tom Schmitz. Well, 1 out of 2 isn't bad.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. On Veterans Day, it is your chance to call in and thank a veteran. 622-9622 is the number to call if you want to reach the show. Tell a story about one of your family members that may be a veteran, and you're a veteran. Give a shout-out to family members that are veteran. This is your chance. 352-622-9622 is the number to call if you want to be a part of the show and say thank you to a veteran or give a shout out to a veteran. I'm looking at the weather map as the sun comes out here at the airport for the festivities that are planned today at Veterans Memorial Park at 11 o'clock. It looks like it's going to be sunny. No rain in the forecast as I look at the radar, the future radar projections. So go to the Veterans Park. It's right there next to the main library branch of the public library. So you can go take in the festivities. There's always a good time there when they thank veterans. There's probably going to be a flyover this morning. I don't know which airport it will originate out of. Could originate out of the Ocala International Airport where I'm at, or it could originate from the Marion County Airport, which is over in Denellen. I don't know which airport it may originate out of if there's going to be a flyover, but there's a lot of festivities planned at the Memorial Park, so I encourage you to go take advantage of that. I want to give you some places that are offering up opportunities for veterans to eat or get discounts at eateries around the area. We usually don't give shout-outs to local restaurants and all, but today it's Veterans Day, so we're going to. Applebee's, check local locations for specials for veterans and active duty service members. Beef O'Brady's will be a free meal for veterans with a purchase of equal or greater value up to $10. So if you're not a veteran, you have a family member that's a veteran, or you have a friend that's a veteran, take them to Beef's. You buy your lunch, and they get their lunch free, up to $10. Bob Evans, veterans and active duty service members get a free dine-in only meal on November 11th from a special Veterans Day menu. Breakfast Station Ocala here, veterans have free breakfast with purchase of a beverage. Chili's, veteran and active duty service members get a free dine-in meal from a special Chili's veterans menu. Cracker Barrel, veterans get a free slice of double fudge Coca-Cola cake with their meal. Denny's, active, non-active, or retired military personnel can get a free build-your-own Grand Slam breakfast from 5 a.m. to noon today, but you must show your ID. You can get a free donut at Dunkin' Donuts, in-store only today. Golden Corral has Military Appreciation Night, 5 p.m. to closing. It's a free dine-in meal for veterans. At participating Hooters, veterans, you must show your ID. You'll receive a free entree from a special menu with the purchase of a drink. IHOP, veterans and active duty service members get free red, white, and blueberry pancakes, dine-in only. Little Caesars, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Veterans and active military members get free lunch combo. That's pizza slices and a drink. Miller's Ale House has veterans and active duty service members get 50% off today. This special, however, does not cover alcoholic beverages, gift cards, or gratuity. It's dine-in only. Outback has military veterans and active service members get a free bloomin' onion and a Coca-Cola. Red Lobster, veterans and active duty service members get free appetizer or dessert, dine-in only. Your ID is required. Red Robin has specials for veterans who are members of Red Robin's Royalty Program. You can go sign up for their royalty program by going to redrobin.com. Sonny's, free big pork deal for veterans and active duty service members. Starbucks has active duty service members, reservists, veterans, military spouses get a free 12-ounce hot brewed coffee. Wawa has veterans, active duty, and family members get a free cup of coffee. Wendy's, veteran and active service members get free breakfast combo, participating locations. O'Callahan's is offering 15% off to all veterans. And Bob Wine's Community Gardens, we'll hear from them in just a moment. They're also offering 15% off to all veterans this week of Veterans Day. We're going to talk to Bob Wines, to Lori at Bob Wines after the break. But those are some of the areas that you have discounts or free situations for veterans, active, non-active, you get to take advantage of some of these good situations at restaurants and stores around our area that, by the way, that you should get those kind of offers because of the sacrifices your family made to give us our freedom. 622-9622, 352-622-9622 is the number to call. Call in and thank a veteran. I know we got a lot of people out there that listen to this show that are no veterans, that have family members that are veterans. Call in and say thank you. I want to thank all the veterans that I know personally. I listed them earlier in the show, and if I missed anybody, I apologize. But thank you to all the veterans that I know. Thank you to all veterans in general, men and women, and their families. Sometimes we forget the sacrifices the families make as veterans go away to do their duty. And you forget about the hardships that are placed on the families of veterans as the men or women are gone from their households as they serve their country proudly. And the team that stays back home make just as big a sacrifices sometimes as the men and women who are serving all across this great globe, proudly wearing the uniform of the U.S. military services. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back from the break, try to talk to Bob Wines, Lori out at Bob Wines. We'll do that. You're listening to a Veterans Day edition of Ocala Talks. She's got a little bit left before you get out to the Veterans Park. You can go out there. The festivities are already underway. There's lots of things going on at the park. The big show gets underway right at 11 a.m. on the 11th day of the 11th month to celebrate Veterans Day. So go take advantage of that out at the Veterans Park. It's located right next to the public library, right across from the McPherson Center on Fort King, or right across the parking lot from the public library on the boulevard. So go take advantage of all the festivities and thank a veteran. If you see a veteran today, say thank you, because the freedoms they've afforded you to say thank you have been long and distinguished since 1770. The Boston Massacre, where the first American died in the guise of wanting independence, all the way through today. The men and women of our armed services deserve a hearty thank you. We'll be right back after this timeout. You listen to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, the source.
Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity and reducing downtime. In the data center, a part of the growing digital document revolution. In the world of business, supporting entrepreneurs and helping companies grow. In the forefront of technology, developing cutting-edge document management solutions. So if you think you know Dex Imaging, you don't know Dex.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
And now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Tick-tock. The days fly by, and we find tax season is upon us once again. Not to worry, though. With a reputable CPA firm on your side, you can rest assured that all of your needs will be handled in a professional and thorough manner. Robson, Scribner & Stewart is just that firm. They're there for their clients year-round, not just during tax season, to handle your needs and answer any questions you may encounter. At Robson, Scribner & Stewart, there is no client too small or too large. Their expertise ranges from the single individual to the largest of corporations. Get your return prepared by a professional who will use their years of experience to ensure that your tax return's outcome will leave you in the best possible position. Call them today at 694-4184. Robson, Scribner & Stewart. They're there for you today. Again, that number is 694-4184. Time is of the essence, so don't delay. 694-4184.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Buffett. Save the Manatee Club has helped to protect imperiled manatees and their aquatic habitat for decades, but there's still more work to be done. Threats from cold weather, red tides, pollution, and boat collisions continue to take their toll on the manatee. So let's work together to safeguard the manatees and the places they call home. Be the friend they need. Visit SaveTheManatee.org. Thank you.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Well, this is a surprise. Hello, ladies. Welcome to the WOCA studios. Please, step right up and tell us who you are.
Tammy Griffin.
Connie Ann Pendleton. Deborah Jenkins. Cindy Brown.
Susan Schmitz.
Shauna Tanner.
Andrea Benitez.
April Savarese. We are the Stiletto Network Group, a sub-networking group of the Ocala CEP.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
You're having another great day and you have good taste tuning into WOCA The Source with Ocala Talks and Tom Schmitz. Well, 1 out of 2 isn't bad.
Welcome back as we wrap up hour number 2 on a Veterans Day, Thursday. 622-9622 is the number to call if you want to be a part of the program. You want to say thank you to a veteran, if you want to give a shout-out to family members or loved ones who are veterans, who are with us, may not be with us anymore, just to show your appreciation. 622-9622 is the number to call. It's one of those days where you just sit back. I remember fondly my Uncle Steve that would show up, and he tragically was killed in a accidental drowning while training in what we found out was special. We thought were special forces as a child, but found out it was training to be part of the Navy SEALs, and he went down with a scuba belt that was a little too heavy, and anyway, a tragedy happened in 1972. But I vividly remember the somberness about the passing of my uncle and everything. And, you know, it was one of those situations where, you know, as a child of 7, 8 years old, you didn't really understand what was going on. But to see the way people were taken with the passing and how he meant so much to so many people and the people that turned out. And it was my first time, I remember vividly, it was my first time that a loud popping noise, I understood that it wasn't a scary noise. It was a noise that meant something. And that was at his funeral. I guess I was 7 years old. And the 21 gun salute. It was the first time, you know, as a small child, 4, 5, 6 years old, fireworks freaked me out. You know, loud motors and race cars and stuff like that all freaked me out, as it does a lot of children. But there was something different about this 21 gun salute that the loud clapping of the gun firing and it didn't freak me out. I knew it was something that was much more important and was not meant to be something that was supposed to be scary. It was meant to be a tribute. If you want to know why, it's a cool thing about the 21 gun salute. The reason it's 21 guns is when you add 1, 7, 7, and 6, 1776 together, you get 21. Yep. It's one of those cool things in American history. But that was my first time that I knew, that I recognized that it meant something to have that uniform, and it meant something when that flag was folded and given to Steve's mom, that something important was taking place. A thank you was being given to the family of a fallen service member. I was 7 years old, about to turn 8, and that's my most vivid memory of when I understood the plight or the sacrifices that veterans and their families give. Now, I don't remember my Uncle Steve a whole lot. He was, you know, he was in the military when I was born, so, you know, I saw him intermittently at holidays and stuff, but he wasn't somebody that impacted my life up until that day. And that day changed how I thought about, you know, as a 7-year-old, that day was so somber yet so joyous at the same time that I knew something was special. There was a sadness yet a joy. And I don't know that it was so much joy as it was respect and reverence for what Steve had done. So that day sits vividly with me. And everybody has a story like that, I'm sure. Because we all know a veteran. We all have had family members that are veterans. But just the fact that that was the day that I woke up to the fact that military service meant something. It wasn't just, you know, Sergeant Stryker in the John Wayne character in the movies. That's what today's for. To remember and thank those who understand that the military is serious business. It's not Hollywoodish. It's not all about Hollywood movies. And a lot of kids, you know, I didn't grasp that as a kid till that day. So thank you to everybody who served and your family members, because the sacrifice families make. I vividly remember the look on Nana's face when they gave her the flag from Steve's coffin. She was in dire pain. She had lost her son. She had sacrificed the life of her son to the service of the U.S. military. So on Veterans Day, we thank the veterans, men and women both, that have served in our armed forces, honorably in our armed forces. But we also need to offer a special thanks up to the families of those service members and the sacrifices they've made to the service of their country through being the support system behind the men and women of our armed forces. Sometimes I think we lose that. We forget that fact, that behind every man and woman in the armed services is some sort of family or support system, almost always, that is back home carrying the torch for the young man or the young woman who is serving in the U.S. military. Sometimes I think we forget that. And on a day like today, that's something we need to remember. Looks like the clouds are breaking. The sun's trying to peek through here at the airport. I'm looking at the updated weather.com map for right now as we get to the 9:30, 9:50 hour. The showers, the little sprinkles that were just off to the west are gone. By 11 o'clock, they're completely gone. They're northwest of us by then, and shapes up to be a very nice afternoon for you to go about your Veterans Day happenings. I don't see any rain in the Ocala area from about 10 o'clock forward. All the way till 3 is where the future goes, and they show no rain in the forecast. So it's going to shape up to be a very good Veterans Day. Go out to Veterans Park, there next to the public library, just right there at the McPherson Center off Fort King, or next to the public library if you're coming off 40, and go take in the festivities of Veterans Day and thank a veteran. If you can't take in the festivities of Veterans Day, if you run into a veteran, or if you're at a restaurant tonight or something, you know, make a point to maybe get everybody in the restaurant to say thank you to any veterans that are in the restaurant. You can do it. I got faith in you. Be right back after this timeout, starting hour number 3 of Ocala Talks. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
South Dakota's House launched an investigation Tuesday into whether the state's attorney general should be impeached for his conduct surrounding a car crash last year that killed a pedestrian. Their House voted to have a committee prepare a report and recommend whether Attorney General Jason Ravensborg should be impeached. Inflation data released Wednesday indicates inflation in October grew at its fastest rate in 30 years. The 6.2% inflation rate has Senator Joe Manchin, the Democrat from West Virginia, thinking about putting President Biden's social spending bill off until next year. With a limited number of legislative days left in the year, Manchin is content to focus on issues that need to be addressed now. Former NFL player Henry Ruggs III has been formally charged with 4 felony counts of DUI and reckless driving. Police say Ruggs was driving at 156 miles per hour on a Las Vegas, Nevada surface street before the crash that killed 23-year-old Tina THur. USA Radio News.
There's a lot of confusion about how to protect yourself from COVID. With guidelines and regulations changing by the week, one thing is certain. You need an accurate thermometer for your family to check for fever, the leading sign of flu and COVID. Only the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer has been proven accurate in more than 100 clinical studies. Don't rely on non-contact thermometers. They have no scientific studies behind them and can miss the fever that might mean COVID. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Exergen is changing the way the world takes temperature.
From city streets to back roads, from road warrior to carpooler, there are some things you can always count on, like the reliability, durability, and power of Die Hard, America's most trusted auto battery. No matter where your journey takes you, count on THur to get you started on the road ahead. Available at your local Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest stores.
How to grow different green bean varieties. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
The COVID-19 vaccine has...
And the thing I heard about the vaccine...
Sure,
but do we really know about the long-term effects?
Did you read that thing on the internet?
He heard from his cousin that they don't...
Okay, you're hearing a lot of talk about the COVID-19 vaccines these days. So how do you find out if getting vaccinated is right for you? By talking to someone you already trust, your doctor or healthcare provider. They'll answer your questions so you can decide what's best for you and your family. Go to getvaccineanswers.org to find out more. That's getvaccineanswers.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Living in Florida, we have so much to celebrate. Awesome weather, top-notch universities and sports teams, a rich blend of cultures, and so much more. From fresh market tomatoes to watermelons, from snap beans to tangerines, Florida farmers grow an abundance of safe and affordable products that are prized around the world. So look for the Fresh from Florida label when you shop. Wholesome, delicious, nutritious. Fresh from Florida. Fresh to you.
Green beans thrive in fertile, well-drained soil with at least 8 hours of sun per day. Spacing depends on what type of beans you plant. As a general rule, leave 4 to 6 inches between bush beans and 6 to 8 inches between vining or pole beans. There are dozens of good bean varieties, so check the seed packages carefully to determine which grow best in your area. Pole beans get their moniker because they grow on long vines reaching 6 to 7 feet, which means they need support from a green bean cage, trellis, or as the name suggests, pole, to keep them off the ground. Bush green beans are shorter and bushier than pole beans, reaching about 2 feet tall. Chinese green beans, also called long beans, asparagus beans, yard long beans, and noodle beans, are not really green beans, rather legume cousins of green beans. You may want to install a 6-foot trellis for the long vines, which can reach up to 9 to 12 feet to climb upon. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have mostly cloudy skies today, more humid this afternoon with a passing shower and a high of 80 to 82. Then becoming very cloudy this evening, low tonight 67 to 71. Friday, we'll have clouds and sunshine with a shower around into the early afternoon. High tomorrow 78 to 82. Showers on Saturday as well. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome to hour number 3 on Veterans Day 2021. I'm your host, Tom Schmitz of Ocala Talks, coming to you live from the palatial studios of WOCA Radio, just off the runway of the Ocala International Airport in the Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. And I'm honored to say that the owner of this radio station, who joins us on the radio now, is a proud veteran of the U.S. Navy. And Joe Martone, thank you.
Oh, thank you for your support, Tom.
You know, couldn't do anything but this today.
No, of course not.
Because today, you know, It's not Memorial Day. Don't get it confused with
or Labor Day.
The service that the people give their lives in the service of this country. That's Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
Armed Services Day, which is also in May. That thanks the men and women that are actively serving on duty.
Yeah.
But today, thanks everybody, past and present, that have given their lives, that have served, that are still serving.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. And sometimes we forget, and you know this because you were in the military, we forget the people that are left back home, the support staff, the families of veterans. And they're just as involved with the life of a veteran as the veteran is.
They help not only when the veteran comes back for leave, they help support the veteran when they're on active duty.
Care packages, cards, letters. It's amazing how much all that helps when you're in a foreign land far, far away.
During Vietnam, letters were about 7 days behind from the U.S., and mine was about 7, maybe 8 days, because I was from the East Coast.
Right.
Then you got to go to the West Coast, then to Hawaii, then to Vietnam. Boom, boom, boom. And all of a sudden, I remember this very distinctly. There was a gap, a long gap, when President Nixon turned us around, escalated the war, and we went back bombing 24 hours a day nonstop. No mail. And we almost had a mutiny on an aircraft carrier because we had no mail. We had no contact with the outer world.
Right.
The only outer world they had was me and my fellow
radio guys.
Radio guys, right? And TV guys. We had TV news. We had actually.
Oh, really?
We had TV station there also. Yeah. It's a city, floating city.
It really is a floating city.
5,000 men with 7-Elevens, everything.
Yeah.
They had ice cream. Want ice cream? Certain
Good
hours.
Humor ice cream's your favorite, I think.
Well, yeah, but they didn't. They was soft serve. They bought a soft serve machine.
It doesn't matter to you as long as it's ice cream.
Ice cream. Oh yeah. Back then I could take it. I could tolerate it. Yeah, these are what an aircraft carrier. I don't know if everyone's aware of this. You have the aircraft carrier crew. In other words, they're the ones that make it go. They're the ones that make that gigantic ship
move.
Exactly. Then you have the air wings that come on board and occupy the space that has been made available to them by the ship personnel.
And they're the people that get the planes on and off the ship.
No. Oh, the air wing does.
Right, the air wing, right.
The air wing does, right.
That's their job, to get the planes on and off the aircraft carrier. They don't run the aircraft carrier.
No.
They just get planes on and off the aircraft
carrier. But if you are part of an air wing like I was, there's certain positions that are filled by the air wing to supplement the permanent people that were on the aircraft carrier.
Certainly.
So if my air wing came on, which it did, VA 147, the Argonauts, it was called. They flew A7s. A7s. Leave it at that. They'll get crazy.
Glad you cleared that up.
Yes. We would come on the ship, and then people would be deployed from our air wing to help. Like I was a cook. That was my main MS or MOS.
You fed pilots and all that? You fed people?
No, not the pilots. Not the pilots.
Well, your cooking was so bad they didn't want to come.
No, they had their own. They had their own. They had their own set of cooks for that. There was two. We had, I think, it was 2 cooks off our implement of military men from the VA 147 to be assigned to the ship, and I was one of the cooks. And so that's how we helped. Now I don't know if it also. I don't think bosun mates and what have you. I don't think that was them. But I was one of the cooks. I was basically what we were doing is we were saying, okay, we're here. We don't want to put extra pressure on your staff, so we bring our staff on it. And it is.
You were supplementing them because you were bringing more people on board, so you brought help so that they didn't feel overwhelmed.
Exactly, and it was phenomenal how an air wing. I forget how many air wings are on an aircraft carrier, and if I knew, I probably wouldn't tell you anyway. But you went to go on, and it was like a orchestra, so precise how they brought things onto the ship, and then boxes that were approximately 2 foot by 2 foot by 3 foot, and they're big wooden boxes. Wood, not cardboard. Wood.
Almost like a Foot Locker.
Yeah, about the size of a Foot Locker. But they're all wood and they're all hinged. And you said, hinged? Yes. Because once they're empty, they flat. And then they store them.
Oh, really? They break them down?
They don't break them down. They just fold them down.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They fold down like a cardboard box would, but you can reuse them because they're hinged.
Over and over and over. And they're all wood. Our air group.
What happened to that military? Because that's not the military we got today. That's the bureaucracy of today's military.
I don't know what.
They don't have anything bright like that, I wouldn't think.
Well, they got grandfathered in, so it's probably still being used. But our CO, it was I guess SUV. If you convert it to today's standards, he had a military SUV.
Right.
His own private one. He drove it up and they loaded it on the ship.
Right.
Because when we went on shore leave, it was unloaded in the Philippines, and he went riding around in his. And I don't know how many men this thing can accommodate. And we all went to, he did a big pig barbecue.
Right, pig roast.
One time, we all went and had a
pig picking, baby.
We had a good time. Yeah, that was a good time.
Ain't nothing wrong with a good pig picking.
No. This is Subic Bay. There used to be a gentleman that lived there. He was military. He retired, and he basically made a miniature resort for the military off the base, and everybody would go to that certain facility.
And we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, but he got.
It was a good time had.
He was going to I guess back in the 70s, he was going to retire there and everything, and then they closed the base. So I don't know what happened to him. I've never heard that. Maybe
now
Galen might know.
A guy like you from Connecticut. Mm-hmm. A pig picking probably was something you hadn't been around a whole lot of.
No. If it wasn't Italian food, I'd go, huh?
I don't see you as a pig picking type.
Back then.
Oh
yeah, that's then. This is now.
Once you got to North Carolina and all,
that all changed.
That changed.
That all changed. Yeah.
As a kid out of Connecticut,
I didn't know what a Sonny's was.
Right. As a kid out of Connecticut, pig picking probably wasn't on your agenda.
No, it started with a P.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Yeah.
but it was. But on the other side of the coin, being a cook in the Navy, they say military helps you form. Now, when I came back on leave, the girls I used to know, they thought, you've changed, you've matured, kind of thing, and you do, because all the gone.
Can I meet that Joe Martone?
Before?
The one that matured, and the one that was.
Oh no,
that was serious. Can I meet that guy?
I got the buttons too. I'm gonna click. Reach on there, boop, gone.
Hey, speaking of gone, we need to take a break.
Sure.
More on a Veterans Day edition of Ocala Talks. After this short time out, you're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck. It's Veterans Appreciation Week at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. That means that all U.S. veterans get an extra 15% off Bob Wine's already low prices. So check the ad. Count up your savings like these big 5-inch flowering annuals, including gorgeous begonia, impatiens, salvia, marigolds, and many more. You get 2 for $6. Nice-sized butterfly and hummingbird plants, just $6.99 this week at Bob Wine's. And don't forget Bob's famous sun and shade-loving camellias, starting at a super low $15.99. How about this favorite? Gorgeously blooming hanging baskets for fall. Buy one, get one at half price. Hurry on over today, this week for sure, to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery on Southeast 38th Street in Ocala. Daily till 4, Saturdays till 3, in the same blooming place since 1952, and have a happy Veterans Day.
Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on